Alright, hello everyone, this is TJB. I'm doing these runbacks of Pogio's hacks to show you guys how I control Cape and sort of walk through everything that I'm doing here so that you can follow along and enjoy these hacks like I do. So, let's get this started. This is 100 Rooms of Kuso. It is inspired by the classic 100 Rooms of Enemies. And if you didn't know, when you're making your message boxes, you gotta, there's two lines to the Yasipa. You gotta put both in. Alright, let's do this shit. So, let's first show just the information here. Remove all the enemies and items, then you will win. By the way, please don't bully him. Don't bully him. Do not do it. Good luck, Kuso. Thank you. And then this save thing, you can go here, and there's an orb there that'll bring up a save prompt. And you can save what level, and then you can come back later and go into the continue. And then there's a door that you can go into to resume. Alright, 100 Rooms of Kuso. Let's do this shit. So, starts out really beginner friendly and then just gets ridiculous. So there are a few strats that you'll want to absolutely know for sure before you take on some of the harder sections, and one of those is the actual proper way to backwards fly. I actually didn't know the proper way to backwards fly until like way later after I beat this hack, and I was like, whoa, holy shit, that would have made 100 Rooms of Kuso like 100 times easier. So I'll go over that later. But yeah, there's a much better way to recover zero speed and to recover bad turnarounds and to backwards fly than most people use. It's like, if you're a Kaizo player, you're probably not using those strats. It's so much better than the strats most people use. So right there I had zero speed and I just did a D-pad flick left, right, left in order to save it. And that's the strat I'm talking about. So yeah, right there. So I do have a video tutorial about that, but you can actually use this hack to practice that trick. I'll show you how once I have a decent room that I can show that off with. Because it starts you at zero speed, and one of the things that it's useful for is recovering zero speed. So yeah, let's just do it here. So from zero speed, you need to wait until you would be able to cape pump if you didn't have zero speed. So just like wait the usual time before you can start holding left, and then it'll make a cape pump sound. And then once you hear the cape pump sound, you need to switch over from pressing left to quickly flicking forward and then back left very quickly. So the forward flick, so the first left tap will get your cape pump stored. It'll play the cape pump sound, and immediately as it's playing the cape pump sound, you flick forward. That'll give you positive speed, and then you flick back left, and that'll finish out your cape pump. So you start a cape pump, like this, and then you flick forward as it's playing the sound. And if you did it right, then you'll cape pump like normal. You have to do the D-pad flick very quick. But if you did it right, you'll hear 2 cape pump sounds back to back, like boo boo wee, boo boo wee, like that. So that's the tip that'll just really help you out. If you do a bad turnaround, if you want to backwards fly, if you get 0 speed, if anything like that, you can just do that. It's so fucking useful. It'll take a while to get used to that strat, but holy hell, it's so useful. I'm sorry, that was a really long tangent, but oh, it's very important for this hack. Because I did this hack without that strat, and it was like twice as hard as it should have been. You're lucky you can catch my streams. Yeah, my schedule's just fucked. That's just because I have a delayed sleep phase. So it's just all over the place all the time. So yeah, for backwards fly, you just want to tap B like 2 or 3 times, and then do that backwards cape pump, and then you can just repeat that as necessary. And that's how you backwards fly. It's way better than the other strats of backwards fly. Like, significantly, like, way better. That's how you backwards fly. That's the way to backwards fly. How's it going, by the way, Anime? Things are going okay. Illustrious and friends tricked you into playing Magic again. So there's a familiar re-addiction. Nice. Yeah, I've seen, she's gone live a few times with some Magic sessions. Well, fuck. Well, fuck! Well, fuck! I lost. No, let's redo this. I don't want to regain all that height. Are you kidding me? So yeah, you can just see how helpful it is to use the quick left, right, left flick the entire time. For any time you get 0 speed, anytime you get a bad turnaround or anything like that. The main advantage there is just you have so much more reaction time for your turnarounds. So you're way less likely to lose height from your bad turnarounds. And, like, you just have all the time in the world to react, basically. Plus you get a bit more distance. Good webcam so you can stream it better. Yeah, the webcam prices are wild right now. So yeah, you can see how useful the backwards cape pumps are in sections like this one. You don't even need to turn around in that section. Let me actually just show that off here. You can just tap B a couple times. And then do the backwards cape pump inputs. It's easy. Good. It's easy, sorry. So there is also another way more complicated strat of keeping track of your speed parity, because you always speed up and slow down in even increments, which keeps an even speed even and keeps an odd speed odd. So there are ways to manipulate that by using the way speed oscillation works, is that if you tap B too many times, it'll decelerate you by 1 instead of accelerating you by 6 in the backwards direction. And what that'll do is it'll change it from an even to an odd number. So I'm not going to go too into detail because it's not really required for this playthrough, but I do have a cape document that I'm working on, and it has already got all of the details of that. Oh shit, I didn't show off that you don't actually need to do the flight throw there. You don't need to do the flight throw there. You can lose flight as you up throw the shell, and grab the shell without flight, and then go up against the edge of the screen, and then just throw the shell right at the edge of the screen, and you'll be fine. But yeah, sometimes you'll see me do like a triple tap of B. If you do a triple tap of B from either 4, 2, or 0 speed, which is easy to remember because 420. But yeah, from either 4, 2, or 0 speed, if you triple tap B, that'll be one too many B taps, so the third B tap will actually, instead of doing -6 speed, it'll do +1 speed. And what that'll do is it'll switch your parity. Usually you start out the level with even parity, so that'll switch it from even to odd. And you can also like always tell like, oh, I just got 0 speed, that must mean my speed is even. And then you can like use that knowledge to prevent yourself from getting 0 speed again by doing a triple tap of B. And obviously, if you ever bonk a wall or anything, that'll set your speed to 0, which is even. So don't bonk a wall and don't spam B too much, otherwise you'll just lose track of your parity. There's a bit that goes on to the speed parity strats sometimes. And like to me, sometimes I just know what the speed values are just by looking. So I can't actually tell right now. I think this is 2 speed. I'm not gonna risk it though. Yeah, actually. Okay, that's fine. Alright, right here I can show off the fact that you don't need to throw in flight. Not until like way later in the hack. Like somewhere in the 80s, I think. Shit! I saved it! Let's fucking go! Alright, so yeah, you just do that. Just throw it off screen, you'll be fine. You don't need to keep flight through that. Also, one thing to note is if you're holding left as you spawn into the level, you'll be, you'll start out facing left, because actually the first frame, you're, the first frame as you enter a room here, you're actually, not considered to be in flight yet. Shit. I think you just want to D-pad neutral with this one. Yeah, like that. Okay. Alright, there's a very nice one cycle here. Just do that. But yeah, a lot of places here where you want to, or it really helps to use backwards flight instead of turning around, because turning around is risky, you risk losing height, you risk a lot of things there. Anyway, this is a fucked up room. So you want to start, like, turn around, face left. What I do is I fall down here. I'm right here. And then once I'm here, I'm only just flying in place just to explain things. Once I'm here, I turn around left, and then I turn around, and it doesn't matter what direction I'm facing, I get to the platform. So yeah, I do 2 cape pumps, and then I spin over to the platform. And you just need to be in slide state and kill the boo. And then as soon as you jump, you lose your slide state. So you gotta jump in order to survive at the end, but don't jump too soon. And there you go. And then this one I have a similar kind of setup where I do a 0 speed cape pump there. Let me show that again. I do a 0 speed cape pump, but not with much speed. And then like, mid my trajectory here, like at the peak of my jump, kind of, I speed up just slightly, I tap right. So that's my strat there. You gotta do like a really fast D-pad flick there to get that little speed from that. Oh yeah, for this one, you do have to stay to the left of the shell as it poops out, because it poops towards you. So it does help to get the shell somewhere over on the right. It is technically faster to do the shell farther over to the left, but you really gotta work with a lot less space depending. The big brew room was what killed your playthrough. You didn't know sliding into enemies was a thing. Yeah, I completely spaced on that until someone just looked up the clear on YouTube and told me the strats there. So this one, you just get the shell into your hand, and then you just ram into the... It's gotta be the top left corner of the thwomp, because sprite-to-sprite interaction is weird like that, so the hitboxes are all at, like, the top left corner for some reason. There you go. Or maybe not all like that, but a lot of the hitboxes for sprite-to-sprite interaction are like that. Okay, so this one's important too. I didn't know about this strat, but you can do a drop. What you do is you go to a low enough speed, you just tap B a couple times, and then let go of Y. And then after you let go of Y, you start walking toward the spring that you just dropped. So let me just do that here. So right here, double tap B, hold forward like that. And a little bit of practice, and it's pretty consistent. I'm out of practice right now is the only thing. There you go. And then just float down. There you go. And that'll come into play later as well. Damn. This is so sad. There we go. That was a mess. But yeah, you can just see how much I'm using the backwards cape pump inputs. They're just so useful. So these guys take forever to die. I think they have to go like all the way off screen, and these levels are like really tall. So yeah, you just gotta chill out for a bit. Oh yeah, this one, you want to be like high enough to where as soon as your spin starts, it because otherwise, here, let me show you what happens otherwise. Not that. Okay, well, you'll definitely see what happens during your own playthrough. But if your cape hitbox stays colliding with the on-off switch, you will get double hits there, and it'll be really fucking annoying to deal with. Alright, so this is the same inputs as the spring. Double tap B, let go of Y, hold forward. Easy. So those guys die really quickly, so you don't need to keep flight the whole time. This one is a little bit of a spike in difficulty for sure, but not too bad. You want to kill that guy first, or the fish first. Either one. It's usually easiest to kill that guy first. The right chuck. So wait for the fish to pass by and the rock, and then go ahead and kill him. And you didn't need to do that weird inputs there. That's just what I had to do to survive that, because I kind of cornered myself there. I cannot turn around for the life of me. Holy hell. There we go. I gotta actually watch Mario. Yo, Rafe, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. There we go. Now kill the disco. So yeah, nice one cycle there too. Right, so this one's interesting because you gotta like slightly manipulate your cape pump cycle, and you can do that by bonking the ceiling. 100 rooms, hell yes. So yeah, generally speaking, once you're like experienced at all with it, backwards flight is a lot safer and easier than turning around all the time. And by reducing the amount of turnarounds, you just get a lot more consistent in general with cape, and especially with really tight levels like this whole hack is made out of. Yo, Jaws Dark, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yo, Muzzle, how's everybody doing? Thank you for the good luck. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, kill the thwomps with the shell, and then just also get the shell off into the lava. There you go. Alright, so on the third cape pump is when you spin here. Alright, can we get a nice in chat? For room 69. So interesting thing about Star is you don't actually kill these guys with Star. Nice. You have to spin to kill these guys, which is weird as fuck, but that's what you gotta do. Nice. Okay, I just did a turnaround cape pump, which is a really advanced strategy. And it feels a little bit luck-based, but there is actually a little bit of strategy to it. So this one you also don't need to keep flight. Okay, this one's fucked up because of this fire. The fire is directly in the way. Let me show what I mean here. Fuck. The blocks always hurt your eyes. Why does Pogio love them so much? I don't know. It has a certain charm to it, but yeah, I can see that for sure. So yeah, right there, the fire is just directly in the way. So what you can actually do is at the very start, if you wait just a tiny extra little bit before your cape pump, then the fire despawns. Because if the fire just touches the edge of the screen, then it's gone. They need some frame or something. Yeah, they're like a vanilla sprite that's specifically edited to get rid of the frame. It's funny. Damn, you gotta be fast. You kinda just gotta get lucky on the turnaround to an extent. Okay, I'm bad apparently. This is a hard section. Alright, then you just do that once you actually line up to be able to do that. Which does kind of rely on a good turnaround to an extent. Fuck. The reason the frame is gone actually is because the ones with the frame are sprite solid, and the ones without the frame are sprites just go through them. So that's actually the reason why. Any rooms you're worried about? No, I'm good at this hack. This is a run back. I've played this like 10, 15 times. Well, at least 10. I don't know about 15. Well, maybe like just about 10 to be TBH. Maybe like 9 or 10 times I've beaten this. Maybe not quite 10, but I've done quite a few runs of this hack. It's a fun hack. So this one's also one of those ones where you gotta like mess with your cape pump cycle a little bit. The way you can do that is like... yeah, you just gotta get it like on the 5th cape pump, but you gotta do the 5th cape pump like super close to the on-off switch. So you're gonna like gain a bit of height. So you're like right here. And then like immediately after the cape pump you bonk on it. That was close-ish. There it is. Yeah, so just, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of. Just as little time as possible between 4 and 5. Fuck! Okay. Yeah. I didn't think I would have 1 speed there, but I just happened to be lucky. So, a little bit of a screen shake warning here. Look away if that gives you headaches. Because the thwomp is going to be activating a bunch here. I'll tell you when it stops. Ah, fuck. So yeah, same deal with like the spring jump strat, the other P-switch. You just wanna double tap, let go Y, hold forward into it. There you go. Alright, screen shake is over, and this is where it gets fucked up. Alright, so this one, you absolutely need to know the correct strats to backwards fly. To cape pump out of a negative or 0 speed. Because if you're turning around in this section, do not turn around in this section. It'll also help to manipulate your parity, but you don't need to. But yeah, you can hit the switch a lot more often and a lot more consistently if you use backwards cape pumps. Heck. Alright, there we go. And now it takes forever to die. Like, forever. So you just gotta chill here for a bit. Pressure's on. Yeah, it takes forever, Jesus. And this is the first room where you actually need to keep flight. Or, no, it isn't actually. I think it is, actually. Yeah, this is the first room where you need to keep your flight while throwing an item. So you just want to throw the item as soon as possible while still getting a cape pump. So like immediately as you hear the cape pump sound, or like as you're about to hear it. Alright, so this one's cool. You don't need to do it with this strat, but it's a very cool way to do it, and it's intended. So the strat is, while the bomb explodes, you want to be twirling, and that'll kill the explosion. And you'll still keep your flight. It's great, and the explosion still kills the boo, but it doesn't kill. It doesn't hurt you. There you go. Hell yeah. Love it. Oh, this is the worst room in the hack because it's RNG based, basically. Like, technically you could try and do some turnaround cape pumps to get rid of the luck dependency, but it's really just luck based. So yeah, just kill the middle one, kill the right one, kill the left one, and hope you get the good turnarounds. Okay, you can recover it if you get the first turnaround bad, apparently. Like, there are ways to recover it even if you get bad turnarounds, but just get the good turnarounds and you'll be fine. This one you gotta go for headshots, because again, for some reason, sprite to sprite interaction is janky like that, and most sprite hitboxes are just the top left corner of the sprite. So in this case, it's still centered, but like, it's up at the top. And it's shell-sized hitbox, because that's the default hitbox size, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know that the default hitbox size is shell size, but I'm pretty sure this is shell size hitbox. So basically only the heads of these guys have a hitbox. Their body doesn't have a hitbox. Ugh. There you go. Clown to clown communication. I was hoping. Yeah. Let's go. Yes. Alright, so this one is also pretty cool. So what I do is I get a 0 speed cape pump at the start, collide those, and then bounce off that a couple times. You need to bounce off that with flight because shells only get killed if you're in flight. You can also do it like that if you mess up. Okay, so this is an easier version of one of the more fucked up rooms in this hack. Heck. Ooh, let's fucking go. That was sick. So, if you're twirling at the time, then you're gonna have a better chance to hit this guy. Just because it can either hit you or it can hit your cape. This one's just random. There you go. Okay, and this one's, again, same thing as before. The double tap B. You want to line it up just right, so you want to like start out right about here. A little bit farther left than that. You want to be at a decently... There you go. And then you want to be past the point where dropping the P-switch would put it back onto the dotted block there. This one, you gotta be careful not to land on the chucks, because these are whistling chucks. If you activate them, then it'll send in a swarm of Super Koopas that will prevent you from winning. This one's cool. I love this one. So yeah, on the fourth cape pump, you throw the shell. There you go. So these ones, you want to hit these blocks with a bit of horizontal speed so that you're out of the way of the thwimp. And sometimes when you get the blocks, they'll actually be moving because they are in the air for like 3 or 4 frames or something like that. Probably like 3 frames, I'm guessing. So if you happen to hit it while it's up in the air, then it'll keep that momentum. Otherwise, it'll just drop at 0 speed. But yeah, for these ones, you want to get to the right side of it, and then you want to face this way. That way you have room to gain speed. Okay, this one does help if you get a double kill at the start here, but it's not necessary. Yeah, also be careful of the snipes, because these guys do throw... These guys. Oh, I missed a cape pump. There you go. So yeah, it is possible to get a double kill with the fish and one of the Lakitus, but you don't need to. Or not Lakitu. Are they Lakitus? I actually forget. Alright, so this one's fucked up. You just want to throw these with a low enough speed. That way there's a much lower chance that the springs get back into your hand. I'll actually show what happens if you're moving too fast here. So if you're moving too fast, the shell just goes directly back into your hand. So you want to be moving nice and slow so that you have a better chance that it doesn't go back into your hand. Springs are jank. And actually you can ram into the springs with as much speed as you want, because it'll always give you exactly 0 speed as you land on it. Alright, so the third one you can just do that, which you've already done a bunch of times. This one's like really out of place easy. So do a bounce, 2 cape pumps, and a bounce. There you go. Don't need flight for the third one. This one's just fucked up. This one's just fucked up. It really, really helps to be able to backwards fly again, which I did explain earlier on in the video, and I do have the cape doc in the description detailing how to manipulate your speed to get 1 speed like I have right here. And 1 speed is really useful for this section too. So this one's interesting because you, after you go through these, you need to slow down, but you don't know what direction you're facing, and you don't have the reaction time to be able to tell in time. So basically the only consistent way to slow down, and the only way to slow down fast enough, is just to spin some more. Which is fun. It's a pretty funny section. And I like to go the top one, the bottom one, and then the middle one. Because when you're going for the last one, there's a death wall on the right, but the second one, there's no death wall on the left. So you want to give yourself a bunch of space, more time to react for when you get this hit. There you go. Right, so this one, you just gotta learn the right cycles and everything. Just gotta route things out, right? Fuck me! Oh my god. What a save. What a fucking save. There we go, just barely made that. I should have gone for that one earlier rather than right then. That did risk killing the Koopa. So this is a multi-coin block, so you have at least a couple tries on that. And this one's just fucked up. There are a couple strategies you can do to like get them lined up in a line. What I do is couple cape pumps in place there, and then a couple cape pumps in place on the right side, and that'll line them up in a vertical line. That'll make it easier to get multi-kills. Yeah, Fugu friends. Oh, fuck. Yeah, sometimes you just do not have time to react to which direction you're facing because you need to spin at weird times, like in the middle, or like at the peak of your trajectory or whatever, rather than as you're cape pumping, and it just fucks things up a bit. Of course that was 0 speed. There we go. There we go. Let's fucking go. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta have it line up. Alright, and then this one's just easy, honestly. Just gotta know what to do. Which is to build yourself a platform up here of coins. Actually, that might be too high. I don't know. Sure seems too high. I don't like this. Fuck! No, that's way too high. Yeah, 100 hype. Yeah, do another down input there to get the platform low enough. There you go. Just overwrite the 100 with it. That's a good height, or like slightly lower also works. Then do the double tap. And then you can duck, and then once it's about to run out, you want to jump. There you go. And that's GG. Thank you for playing. Volpe's friend is so proud of you. Credits: Volpe, playtesting and helped with English stuff. Louis, helped with ASM. And here, of course, is Yellow Yassi-chan. Sorry. Yellow Yassi-chan. There it is. 100 rooms of Kuso. And you can save your completed save file here. It does not show as an exit, but you can save at room 100 by collecting this orb. Just to prove that either you beat it or you got to room 100 and then for some reason gave up, even though room 100 is weird. But you also have the video proof of your clear, so that also is proof. Okay, so yeah. That is 100 rooms of Kuso. It is definitely one of my favorite hacks. Highly recommended to anyone who's interested in vanilla cape, or just wants to get better at cape in general. This is a really, really good practice ground for controlling your speeds tightly. Really good practice ground for practicing your backwards cape pumps. Highly recommend you learn that here. And yeah, it's just a really fucking cool, interesting, and fun hack. I love it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, those of you who are watching on YouTube. And good luck with the cape stuff, and hope you all have a nice day.